Test. 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 Can you hear me? Test.
There's a dozen reasons why I love spring bear hunting. From the bears coming out of hibernation to figuratively us coming out of hibernation as hunters after the long winter doldrums. Green grassy hillsides and beautiful flowers to an occasional sow with cubs to the occasional bonus shed that we run into. You know, one of the strategies of early season spring bear hunting, locating those south-facing slope with those green grassy hillsides. Black bears, they are omnivores, meaning that they eat red meat, carrion, and fish, and then they also graze on grasses, flowers, and of course they love berries. They've been hibernating for months on end, so they can't just go into feeding on dead rotten carrion or, you know, eating red meat. So they have to prepare their digestive tracts with some of that grass so that they can pass that fecal plug that's been stopping their digestive system so that they can transition after a few weeks into some more nutritious and calorie-dense foods to prepare for the upcoming fall hibernation. Time behind the optics is crucial. It's not like deer or elk hunting where, you know, you might see 10 or 12 bulls a day and 100 total elk or deer. You know, you're looking and hoping for just that one chance to locate a shooter bear. So what is a shooter bear? Well, you look for a big pumpkin head. We always talk about a pumpkin head and a crease in the middle with their ears on the side and almost a squaring in their snout. That a lot of times, along with a saggy gut and big broad shoulders, can signify a mature bear. You know, with this Bear Wars series, we wanted to highlight the different methods of harvest, from hound hunting, baited hunting, spot and stock rifle, and spot and stock archery. Now, there seems to be this quarreling inside the hunting community itself. You know, guys arguing on social media if baited bear hunting is ethical or hound hunting is ethical. You know, shooting animals with a rifle is ethical because it's way too easy. I'm here to tell you, in this series, we test all but the hound hunting, which we'll cover in 2.0. But now, baited hunting, let's touch on that. Hunters who bait put an unprecedented amount of time, money, and resources into fuel, tending baits, and travel, physical side of things of tending the bait after the bear runs out. Let's go to hound hunting. Houndsmen put in a lot of time and money into their dogs, from their equipment to the tracking collars to the dog food, feeding all the dogs all year round, to making sure their dogs are in shape, to running them several times a week, and making sure they're up on their health and licensing and all those types of things. And then you touch on rifle hunting. It takes an exceptional marksman to be able to execute a shot at 5, 6, even 800 yards. And from the steep, cliffy angles to, you know, the obscure and almost strange shooting positions that you can find yourself in, these bears are like mountain goats. They climb some of this crazy country, and you find them in this country that you think an animal couldn't even traverse. Black bears truly are unique, and a lot of times people will errantly think that because there's a bear that's brown, it's a brown bear or grizzly, which isn't the case. Black bears come in several color phases. You know, it depends on widely on the region, from Alaska all the way down to Mexico, but they can come in chocolate, dark chocolate, cinnamon, red, blonde, black, and they can have several triangular figurations on their chest, from circles to squares. It's crazy, and they're so unique, and no two bears are the same. You know, you never know what you might find while out bear hunting. It's always a treat when you run into a sow and cubs. Now, sow and cubs are obviously off limits. You would never want to orphan little baby cubs to fend for themselves because they'd most likely perish without their mother. That's why you got to do a little bit more investigation. When you find a bear, you want to make sure it's a boar. And doing so, you're looking for several things, not only the snout and the ears and the hump and the size of it, but also you want to glass around the bear itself, look in trees, behind bushes, logs, and make sure there's not little cubs running around, because we've done that before. We've been glassing bears and thinking, oh man, that's a nice bear, and then we see a little fur ball around the corner come running. They're so cute, they're so fun to watch. Finding a big boar, a big mature boar, is almost like killing a 200-inch buck or a 380 bull. They are so smart. They're so elusive. And bears live a lot longer than a deer will. So in my opinion, they get wiser and smarter as they get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 plus years old. And they can become nocturnal like a big buck. They're only out maybe the last 2-3 minutes of light. A lot of times they'll go nocturnal. We'll catch them on trail cameras coming into baits at 2, 3, 4 in the morning when they're unhuntable. It's hard to do. It's hard to successfully kill a mature boar. So just because you set up a bait, because you have hounds, you're not a shoo-in to kill a mature boar. Just very, very hard to do. So I came up with this concept, Bear Wars, which is a series of episodes that highlight the different methods of bear hunting, teach the general public more about black bears, and to just show the adventures that accompany black bear hunts with the different methods of harvest. We love black bears, plain and simple. It's the spring, it's the first hunt of the season. There's nothing quite like it. And this right here is why I love bear hunting.
He's a tank.
Sweat coming through my shirt. Keep pushing even though it hurts.
Look at his head, dude. You want to kill that bear.
I know it's true. There's nothing that I would not do. When everyone around me drops, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't waste another minute. No, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
I just shot my first bear. I'm still shaking because I'm so excited.
I'm just happy to be able to have a little bit of bear meat. I'm shooting at 600 yards with my long range setup. It's kind of cool.
Oh my god, that was intense, man. That was so quick. Woo. Look at these big old paws on him. He's got big old paws.
Little backstrap off the range bear.
He flinched. Dude, you got him.